So we will discuss the mistakes or the corrections one by one.
Sure, sir.
So I think out of these 1 to 5, which one is wrong?
The fifth one, true and false. Yeah.
Is fifth
No,
one?
the yes, sir.
All right. I hope you know that mostly these true false not given, they go
Hmm.
in a sequence. Like first you'll get the answer of the first question, then second, then third. Do you know about it?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So just tell me, where did you find the answer of question number 4 so that I can go to question number 5?
Uh, so I found it in the third paragraph. Um as the name suggests, step will comprise
Mhm. A series of
a
stone
series of
steps.
stone step, yeah, then water source, and as it recedes following the drains. When the
Okay.
water level was high, the user needed only to descend a few steps to reach, and when it was low, several levels would have to be negotiated.
Okay. So you got the
So, sir,
question answer of 4. So now the
yes.
question number 5. Did you realize later on like why you were wrong, or you are still confused why it is wrong?
Yeah, sir, I'm actually confused. Why is it wrong?
Okay, let's discuss why it's wrong or right. The number of steps above the water level in a step well altered during the course of a year.
Yeah.
The number of steps above the water level in a step well altered. So basically, the steps,
Yeah.
number of steps are. What do you mean by altered?
Like difference, like it varied.
Basically, it is changed. Like the number
Yeah, change.
changed during the course of a year,
Yes.
during 1 year. Like okay. So now,
Yes, sir.
if it says that yes, it is changed, what it would be true or false. If the information says,
Mm,
if the information matches this information, will it be true or false?
the number of step of
I'm not asking you
yeah,
to read information, but just an assumption like
yeah,
if it
it
is
changed
matches.
according. It changed. Yes, sir. It changed according to the water level. So got it, sir.
Okay, so some walls are washed, open cut hundreds of steps, paving each shopping side of entires. Others are more elaborate, with long stepped passages leading to the water well several stories. Built from stone and supported by pillars, they also include a but perhaps the most impressive feature are the intricate decorative structures.
So I feel the third paragraph, this line, when the water level was high. So it is according to the year, right? So if the water level is high, they
Yeah, so it
needed
is.
the,
Yeah, when the
yeah, yeah, got it.
this word.
Yes, sir, got it.
So what was? So do you think it's true?
Yes, sir. It
Okay.
was according to the water level. So yes,
So it means it is altered. It is changed.
yes,
The,
sir.
the number of steps above the water level in a step will alter during the course of. What was your answer?
I wrote it false, but the answer
Okay.
is true.
Okay. So did you get it? How to match it very specifically? You have to read the question very carefully and the information, and
Yeah.
then you need to match it. It doesn't say anything opposite in this sentence, so
Yes,
you
sir.
cannot make it false.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, so
Yeah.
let's move to question number 6. Which one is wrong, like out of 6 7?
Question number 10.
Okay,
So 6, 7, 8, all the were right, sir.
that's good. So first, why I want to
Yeah.
discuss the key areas where mistakes, because I want to see like if I train you for on your mistakes, whether the in the next round or next session will it be high or low, or you'll be improving or not. So that's our purpose, because the thing which you already know, it means you already have some tips or understanding about that. But
Yes, sir.
I'll be mainly discussing the mistakes, and then I'll see in the next session whether whenever you do the next attempt it is improved or not,
Yes, sir.
your score.
Actually, Before I was facing major issues in true false not given also, but I feel it's improving, because before, if I used to attempt 5 questions, out of which only hardly 1 or 2 used to be correct.
Mhm.
So now it's a bit better than before. At least if out of, I'm attempting 5 questions, at least like 1 or 2 are incorrect.
Yeah.
It's
And
better
I have
than
some
before.
videos also. I don't know. Did you attend my last session on true false not given?
No, so I did not attend, but I'd seen that you had uploaded on your channel, so I still need to see it.
Yeah, you have to see it. You, most of my students, they are like 90% their true false not given are right nowadays. Like they are sharing
Yes,
their
sir.
like their answers with me, and most of them are right. They are quite confident in true false not given now. But anyway, we'll see like how it goes.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So from 9 to 13, the same paragraph, I
Yeah.
believe. The
Yes,
paragraph
sir.
did not
Yeah,
change.
my 10th one was incorrect.
And what so Surya Kund. Okay, so we
Yeah.
have to find where is this Surya Kund here. Where did you see it?
It's in the next page. Uh, it's here on
रानी
the
का
left side.
रानी की वाव तो रानी की वाव
हो
after
गया
it
वो,
must be after
next
this.
month.
Yeah,
Next para. Another example is the
Surya Kund.
Suryakund and the Madeira.
Okay,
Yeah. So,
so
sir, here I just read the question carefully. So, it's written choose one word and or a number. So,
mhm,
actually, I was confused. Like, we have to choose only one word. That's the reason I wrote only sides. But the answer, I was confused that it would be 4 sides.
mhm.
Like the steps on the 4 side produce a geometrical pattern, which is in the one, two, three, four, fifth line from below. Yes.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So
Before
because
I
it is a
just read
number.
that either, yeah, yeah. No, I thought we just have to have a single word or a number. I did not read and or a number.
Mhm.
That
Okay,
is
so
where I went wrong. I got it, sir.
yeah, so it means like you have to read the instructions very carefully. And let me tell you, if whenever they say one word and or a number, definitely they'll put something for that.
Yes,
That's why
yes,
they purposefully they have written it so that there must be something related to that. So always be careful that if
yes, sir.
steps on the four sides produce a geometrical pattern.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's the
yeah.
which one is which one is wrong? The next one.
Next is 12th.
12th. Okay.
Yeah.
The good thing about this is like you have already some information that in which paragraph your answer might be. This is something familiar to like Surya Kund or this, at least from
Yeah.
Indian perspective, we are more familiar to such kind of such kind of
Yes, sir.
text because we know Neem Rana ki Bauri or Surya Kund. So it is not that usual. You may not get. We'll go through the next passages also, but this is quite familiar. Should be familiar with us. So anyway, Chand Bauri is here. It is here.
Yeah, the answer is
No,
on the
don't let's
third line from below.
uh, old, deep, and very
Varanda.
dramatic, has dash which provide a view of the steps. So, okay, so what do you think? Has 11 stories? What was your answer?
I wrote stories only. I did not write 11 also because I was confused whether to write one word or no. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. So but the answer is incorrect. It is varandas.
So, answer is, what is the answer?
Veranda, the next to next line. Yeah. On the fourth side, veranda, which are supported by
So, you
pillars.
wrote stories only.
Yeah, I wrote stories only.
Okay. So, now let us see why, what we have to match the this information also the next one in reading you cannot only see like which word fits into the context you have to see in the whole sentence what goes with a clear meaning, like it has this which provide a view of the steps. So
Yeah.
on the fourth side, verandas which are supported by ornament pillar overlook these steps. Overlook these steps. So
Yes.
provide a view of these steps and overlook these steps.
Yes, sir.
So
Got it.
stories, when you write stories and you say, okay, it has stories which provide a view of the steps. So will it make sense?
No, no.
So that's the thing that you have to be careful, because in one for one filling the blanks there can be two grammatically right answers, but it's not only grammatically right or wrong, it is also which goes with the meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so always read, okay, I gave stories, had stories which provided live, so resulting a striking pattern when seen far. So okay, seen is here also from
Mm.
afar, but then also
Yeah.
you always read next and previous line, so that, because sometimes the information is there only. So on the fourth side, uh, verandas which are supported by ornate pillars overlook these steps. Overlook means provide a view. Okay,
Yes.
so this is your tip for next reading session, that you will be making sure that that words fit in that sentence and makes the same meaning everywhere, like here also it's the same meaning and here also it's the same meaning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
all right, so which one is next?
The next is a passage to the 15th one. This is my major problem.
Concern area, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so if I ask you, what is your strategy to do this?
So usually I've seen many YouTube videos. So I decided to go according to I read the first line of the paragraph, take an idea of it, and then I read the list of headings which have been given on the question sheet, and then I tally, and then and then I read the paragraph and go along with it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I had seen a video, if I'm not wrong, you had upload.
That's okay.
No, I had attended your lecture on this,
Mhm.
the general training
Okay.
lecture, last room lecture.
Mhm.
So
So
that time also I was facing issues, but
I understand. Okay. So my first tip would be to you, you get familiar with the topic and
hmm.
the first paragraph. You must
Okay,
get familiarize yourself with the what kind of passage it is. Rather going to the questions,
okay,
just familiarize yourself. Okay, let's do it together. Like for example, it is European transport systems. Okay, it's about European transport system from 1992 to 2010, and what have been the trends and what are the prospects for European transport systems. Okay, so it talks about the trends and the prospects. So just
hmm.
read this paragraph completely,
Yeah,
because it's the introductory paragraph.
hmm.
Did conceive vigorous economic growth without efficient transport system, although modern information technology can reduce the demand for physical transport by the requirement. There are two key factors behind these trends. For passenger transport, the determining factor is the spectral growth in car use. There is a growth in car use. The number of cars in European Union roads saw an increase in 3 million cars each year. Okay, and the next decade, the EU will see a further substantial increase. Okay, and then as far as good transport are concerned, this is about goods transport. The strong economic growth expected in countries are candidates for are and okay, so you read the first sentences also, so that you can, okay, this is
Yes,
about
sir.
the economic growth somehow. However, a new imperative sustainable development, this is something new, offers an opportunity for adapting to new EU common transport policy. It's about common transport policy. Energy consumption of transport sector, okay. At the same time, greater efforts must be made to achieve modal shift. Such a change cannot be achieved overnight. Okay. The first approach would consist of focusing on road transport solely through pricing. It's talk something about pricing. The second approach also concentrates. So this is first approach. This is second approach. So basically what I'm doing, the third approach. So I am comprise a series of measures ranging from pricing to revitalizing alternative modes of transport. So anyway, now I am giving 3 minutes to the whole paragraph, and it will not a waste. It is not a wastage of time. You are familiarizing yourself. It will help you somehow. So
Yes.
okay. So which one was wrong now? 16th.
The 15th and 15th, 16th, 17th.
Let's discuss the 15th. We'll read the paragraph because this information we
Yes,
have
sir.
to see like where it matches. As far as goods transport is concerned, growth is due to a large extent to changes in the European economy and its system of production. Growth is due to large extent of changes in the, because why growth is because of the changes in the economy and system of
Yeah.
production. In the last 20 years, as internal frontiers have been abolished, the EU has moved from a stock economy to flow economy. There is a change in economy. The phenomenon has been emphasized by the relocation of some industries, particularly those are labor intensive, to reduce production costs, even though the production site is hundreds or even thousands of kilometers away from the final assembly plant or away from users. Anyway, so a fresh and import long-term goal, no. Charging for roads, no. Charging affecting the distance goods may be transported. Changes affecting the distances goods may be transported. Mhm. Changes affecting the distances goods may be transported. Taking all the steps necessary to change transport patterns, the environmental cost, the escalating cost of rail, no. The need to achieve transport rebalance, the rapid growth of private transport, plans to develop major road networks, restricting road usage through charging policies alone, transport trends in countries awaiting EU admission. So, what answer did you give?
So I gave it 11th.
Transport trends in countries awaiting EU admission. Where is where did it talk about waiting for EU admission?
It did not actually. This was a paragraph. We like this 15 question. I had left it for the end because I was not finding any relation actually, sir.
Okay, you are
So
not
I,
clear. Okay,
yeah, so I just attempted it just for the sake.
okay.
Yeah.
Basically, it's talking about something about the economy and to reduce production costs, even though the production site is hundreds or even 1,000 kilometers away from the final assembly point, plant or away from users. So changes affecting the distances goods may be transported. So the fresh charging. No, it's not about charging something.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have to like these two. You have to odd man out. You have to use that kind of method also. Like these two are not there. You have to minimize your options. Like 2, 3 options. You have to come to 2, 3 options. Okay,
Yeah.
restricting road use. No, plans to develop major road networks. The rapid growth of private transport. It's not talking about rapid growth of private transport. So it's not about the It's not talking about private something. The need to achieve transport. We need to achieve this. Growth is due to this. The need to, the escalating cost, the environmental cost, taking all steps necessary to change transport patterns. Okay, so anyway, we'll see. Like we'll go through the next, and then we'll see. Like I can tonight with 3 changes affecting. But as you are right that we are not getting a clear sense of anything. But once we go to the more other options, we may find like okay, these 2, 3 options are left, and let's see which one matches more. Okay,
Yes.
so let's go.
Next is 16th.
Yeah. So it talks about strong economic growth expanded in countries which are candidates for entry to. Yeah. So this is I awaiting EU admission, which are
Hmm.
entry to EU will also increase. So do you think
Yeah.
some which are candidates for entry to, do you see it's
Yes,
matching
sir.
with 11?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
why did not, what was the reason like you could not see it before?
I think I missed reading the first line in detail.
Hmm,
I was focusing on the in between of the paragraph more than the.
okay. Because whenever say admission or entry and EU, so you should always, it should be, because it was in my mind and I read all the question twice. So now just after
Yeah.
reading the first sentence, it clicked my mind, oh, there was some EU entry or something.
Okay.
So you have to make a relation like this. We'll see whether you will be able to do it in future. But whenever you read the questions, it will be in your back of the mind somewhere, and then you can match it. Anyway, we'll see if it happens with the next one. So this was also wrong.
Yes, sir. 17th was also wrong.
Okay. However, a new imperative sustainable development offers an opportunity for adapting the transport policy. So adapting the transport policy, there was some changing something. However, a new imperative sustainable development offers an opportunity for the adapting the UV's common transport policy. Okay. The objective agreed by the council has to be achieved by integrating environmental considerations. So something is related to environment here, and I saw environment here also.
Hmm.
So I need to match it. The environmental cost of road transport into community policies, and shifting the balance between modes of transport lies at the heart of strategy. The ambitious objective can only be fully achieved by 2022, but proposed measures are nonetheless a first essential step towards sustainable transport system. Which, so mainly this environmental consideration. Did you match? What was your answer?
So the I wrote it as fourth.
Taking all the steps necessary to
Yes,
change
sir.
transport
Patterns.
patterns. So did it this environment word did not click in your mind?
No, no, sir. Actually, it's for the next paragraph. I had taken, read the paragraph. So, the fifth environmental one, which you're telling, no, is the correct
It may be
answer,
the
which I attempted
okay
for the 18th. Yes, sir.
for E,
Para E.
maybe okay.
Yeah, it was.
And in
Yes, sir.
1998, energy consumption in the transport sector was blamed to blame for 20. According to the latest estimates, if nothing is done to emission for transport can be expected to increase in compared. Once again, road transport is the main culprit since it accounts for 80% of the CO2 emissions attributable to transport. Using alternative fuels and improving energy efficiency is thus both an ecological necessity and so here it is the environmental cost of road environment. Okay, environmental costs of road transport. So environmental cost. So means this is all the cost like because we are damaging the environment because of the road
Yes,
transport. This was your idea. Am I right?
yes, sir.
Yeah, this relates more definitely. So now what I usually do for D, for example, if I think it can be 5 and I'm not sure, I just put a question mark
Hmm.
that 5 is there. But if for
Okay.
example, if for now I'm reading the next, now I'm sure like 5 is related to this, then I have to go back to this and then read it again. Are you getting my
Okay.
point? Because here I am reading it, I'm only finding okay, it is somehow related to environment, but because this is the answer of environment, so now let me go it. go through it again.
Mm.
Sustainable development offers an opportunity for adapting the EU's common transport policy. Offers an opportunity for adapting the EU's common transport policy. This objective, agreed by the Council, has to be achieved by integrating a consideration into community policies and shifting the balance between modes of transport lies at the heart of its strategy, at the plan. So balance, do you see this balance and this rebalance?
Yeah. But sir, already they have given this paragraph F answer 7, and you can't repeat the answer. So that's why that did not click me.
Okay, so it means that it is because it's already selected, this option you have already
Yeah.
taken out. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so the ambitious objective can only be fully achieved by this, but proposed measures are nonetheless a first essential step towards a sustainable. So it's the first initial step towards a sustainable transport system, which will be ideally in place 30 years time. So this is something related to plan or
Yeah.
what about this? Plans to develop major road networks. Are they talking about the road networks and what are the plans?
Mm, the plan to have a major role. Uh, it looks like a long-term plan, sir.
Yeah, but it's the plans to develop major road networks. Let us see, like, can we match it with any other a fresh and important long-term goal? A fresh and long-term goal. Yeah, you are right. This is new. New means
Mm,
fresh, and this is
fresh
2040. This is long-term.
long-term goal.
So you are able to match two information. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you
But
have to
sir,
go. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, in the exams, when it's like I take a lot of time for solving such questions. So a lot of time goes already in comparing this line, this list of heading is going with a paragraph or no.
Mm,
Like this whole test I was supposed to finish it in one hour, but it took me like 1 hour 4 minutes. That to the last 38, 39, 40. I just not like last five question I just guessed it out, but I was
mm,
just reading very fast, and in
mm,
guessing also you make a lot of mistake, and because I was going out of time,
mm,
so I needed like how can I reduce the time, like like 20 minutes is giving for per passage, per section. So how can I save the time on this type of questions?
mm. Okay. So basically, you are saying if you have enough time, these questions will be right. You can understand it, you can match it. But because of the lack of time, you are not able to do that
Yes, sir.
exercise.
Yeah, like brief reading is that's why it's not happening, because
Mm.
there's not a lot of ample
So
time
you
for it.
mean by very detailed reading is not happening because of lack of time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So all right. After today's session, we'll see. Like I'll give you some time management tips so that how you can manage time. But first, I want
Yes,
to understand your like overall understanding
mistake.
about how you read,
Yes.
how you understand, how you match.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Hmm.
I got your point and we'll discuss about it because time management is one of the most important aspects.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So did you anyhow now you got it why it is like one for this D, the
Yes,
reason? I
yes,
we
I got
matched
it.
two things. New imperative is fresh and important long term goal. Okay. So
Yeah.
how many were wrong in can you tell me like in the so
This,
okay so let's talk about in this way. So this type of questions or section make you may take most of your time, or it is difficult for you? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So both actually, the difficult, I'm finding it difficult also, and time management also an issue for this.
No, that's why if it's more difficult because of the time than of your understanding and your knowledge or your strategies. Because so now I need to, maybe what I'll do, I'll organize a session how to do
Hmm.
this in 15 minutes. And let me see
Okay.
what is the other part, like 14 to 21, and what's the next part of questions. Yeah. So 22 to 26.
Yes, sir.
So basically, we have to do the whole section two. What I'll do
Hmm.
next time, I'll organize a session, and then
Hmm.
where there are these match the headings.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll take that particular for as an example, and then I'll discuss how to do it in 20 minutes only.
Yes, sir.
Because if you are able to do it in 20 minutes, I hope it is okay for you. Because
Yeah.
the one thing is in academic reading, all the three sections are almost same because they
Hmm.
have long passages.
Yes, sir.
It's not like general reading. It's only
General,
in the
yeah.
third.
It's like
Okay.
one page.
Yeah.
It's not a
So
thing.
I got your
Yes, sir,
point.
because last time when you had taken the lecture, when I was reading the general training paragraph, they were very, fast going. But though I made a mistake, I was making mistake in those also, but
Yeah.
it were like shorter as compared to the academic sections.
And what's your target score in reading?
So actually, the average I need to take is 7 from all the section average of reading, writing,
No,
everything.
if I talk, is it like 26 or 27 for seven?
No, sir. I just a second. For 7, I need 30 to 30 to 32.
32.
Yeah.
Okay. So in general it is 34, and in academic it's 32.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So no problem. I'll I'll note down your difficulties, and then you see, if we are doing the whole test,
Hmm.
then we cannot discuss one aspect specifically, but the I'll definitely take it like in a separate section for that, and for so many students, so that we
Yeah.
all can discuss the strategy and everything, and that will not be counted as of your like one-to-one session.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So which one was wrong? The next one,
So the 21st paragraph I. Yeah.
which is not new, it's old, comprises a series of measures ranging from pricing to revitalizing alternative modes of transport, alternate and targeting investment in the TransUnion network. Okay. This integrated approach would allow the market shares of the other modes to return to their 19 levels and thus make a shift of balance. It is far more ambitious than it looks, bearing in mind the historical imbalance in favor of roads for the last 50 years, but would achieve a marked break in the link between road transport growth and economic growth. Here was the balance stuff.
So the seventh one, but it won't be included. The
Again,
rebalance part.
this is this
Yeah.
is not again rebalance. So
Yeah.
restricting charging for roads, no. Changes affecting the distances goods may be transported, taking all steps necessary to change transport patterns, taking all steps. Okay. What do you think? Can four be the answer? What do you think? Like,
Yes, so
without placing restrictions. without placing restrictions on the mobility of people and goods. So there was some restriction, but it is not. Uh, so this cannot be the answer. This cannot be the answer. This cannot be the answer. So whatever answer you have, the escalating cost of rail transport, it's not talking about that.
Yeah, so even fifth, tenth, and second won't be the one because it's already correct. Fifth,
Fifth,
second,
okay,
and
and
10th.
10th I already marked. Okay. So now we have the option, the rapid growth of private transport. Do you think it is
Yes, sir, sorry. Even eighth is the correct for me, so it is also not
oh,
included.
okay? So
Yeah,
now the options are 9
yeah.
and 4, 3 and 4.
Yes, sir.
So let's go one by one this information and match it. Like changes affecting the distances goods may be transported. Changes affecting the distances goods may be transported. Changing affecting the distances goods may be transported. Affecting the distances goods may be transported. Pricing to your alternative modes of transport and targeting investment in the European network would allow the market charging, sorry, changes, yeah, changes affecting the
Yes,
distances
sir.
goods may be transported.
The third one we were guessing for the above para also.
Yeah, but I'm only like making sure, is there any connection? Because you never know. Like when you are doing it, it doesn't mean whether your fifth one you have already marked it, but it is right or wrong. Means whatever I have done, it is definitely right. I cannot, you cannot be sure about it. So if you find information in this paragraph related to some other list of heading and that is making more connection, more sense, then maybe your two answers will be wrong if you don't consider that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting my point? If you make one wrong, there are chances it will make the other one wrong also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the basically third one is okay. I'll leave the third one for a time. Taking all the steps necessary to change transport patterns. Transport patterns, and the other one was plans to develop major road
So the
networks.
fourth one can go also because in the first line of the I paragraph it's written comprises a series of measures ranging from pricing to
Mhm.
revitalizing alternative modes. So and in
Modes of
over
transport.
here also it is yeah, it is also taking all the steps necessary to change the transport pattern, like the series of measure
Yeah,
ranging, and that is
yeah. Let's
going
confirm it with
along.
the would allow the markets. Okay, so rest is just, yeah, imbalance in favor of roads, but would achieve marked balance in between road transport growth and economic growth without placing restriction on the mobility of people and goods. Yeah, I think so. So maybe this one is because if I talk about changes affecting the distance goods and maybe transport, I'm not getting any link with that. Plans to develop major road networks. So it's not talking about any major. This major word is important here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll go with 4 anyway. So we'll see whether
Yeah.
it is right or wrong. Yeah. So, okay. So then it is true, false, not given. Which one was wrong here?
True false 23rd.
To reduce production costs, some industries have been moved closer to their relevant consumers. Where did you like find? Were you able to locate where is the answer?
Yes, sir. The thing, it was in above first, like above paragraph.
Which one? The first one?
The second B paragraph.
B. Okay. So it is saying
Yeah,
that to reduce production costs, some industries have been moved closer to their relevant customers. So I hope you understood the question very well, that what is
yeah,
the meaning of the question. As far
yeah.
as good transport is concerned, growth is due to the large extent in changes in last 20 years as internal frontiers have abolished. The EU has moved from a stock economy to flow economy. The, this phenomenon has been emphasized by the relocation of some industries. Relocation of some industries, particularly those which are labor extensive, to reduce production cost, even though the production site is 100 or even thousands of kilometers away from the final assembly plant or from users. Some industries have been moved closer to their relevant consumers. So, is it? Did you make it false?
No, so actually I made it true.
Okay, but are you getting why I'm saying it's false?
Uh,
See,
due to
read the last sentence of the B paragraph.
okay. The phenomena has emphasized by the relocation of sub-industry, particularly those which are labor intensive to reduce production cost, even though the product side is 100 or even 1,000 kilometers away from the final assembly plant or away from the. Oh yes, sir. Got it.
Hmm. What did you get?
So here they have mentioned that they had tried reducing the cost, but irrespective of that, the plant was away from the factory.
Mhm.
Like the production cost was away from the factory, something like
Yes,
that.
yes. So we'll see whether it is right or wrong.
Yeah.
All even though the production side is hundreds or even so,
1,000 kilometer.
yeah, to to reduce production costs, some industries have been moved closer to.
Yeah.
Is it given like they went far away or they went closer? Is it given this? Is the information given here? They moved
Mm.
closer or they moved far away?
Oh, it's written closer, and here they have written even though no, it's not mentioned. 100 or even 1,000 kilometer
Some
away.
industries have been moved closer. So if it is say
Mm.
some industries have been moved farther away, so then it should be false. But I don't know why I think it is not given, because it is not talking about whether it is moved closer, the industries are moved closer, or industries are moved uh, even if the production is site is 100 or even thousands of kilometers away. This phenomenon has emphasized the relocation of, okay, some industries have been moved even their uh, users are far away. Okay, it means they have moved, even they are, so they, okay, we can say maybe false, because they are saying that some industries have moved even their consumers are far away, so they have still relocated.
Yeah.
So I'll go with false. Okay, it may be wrong, but after analyzing everything, it seems to me
Mm-hmm.
that they have relocated even the consumers were far away. What do you think?
Actually, not understanding this part.
Okay, see, there are two things. One is some industries have moved near the customers. That's one aspect.
Mm.
Another is some industries have moved far away from the customers. That's the second aspect. So, and the third aspect is information is not given about this. So what my understanding is, my perspective is, they are saying this phenomenon has been emphasized by the relocation of some industries. It means some industries have been relocated, particularly those which are labor intensive. So they have moved to the labor area rather to reduce production cost. Like it doesn't depend upon whether consumers are near or not. It more depends upon the labor is near or not.
Yeah.
Okay, even though the production site is 100 or even thousands of kilometers away from the final assembly plant or away from users. So they have relocated, even they did not bother about it whether the consumers are near or far.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they are talking about assembly plant or away from you. This is the main point here, because this talks about the relevant customers. To reduce production costs, some industries have been moved closer, but some industries have been moved farther away because for the labor. Are you
Okay.
getting it?
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow I interpreted it in this way to make it false. That's why I consider it false, because some industries, specifically which were labor intensive, they have moved far away from the users.
Mhm.
Hmm. So let's see. We'll see whether it is right or wrong.
Yeah.
But it cannot be true,
Yeah.
because there is no. They are not saying closeness. Do you see any? It has moved closer. Do you see anything like that in this?
No, so it
Yeah.
is in fact opposite.
Yeah. If
It
you
is
could have
away.
made, yeah, if you could have made it false or not given, I would say okay, you at least you analyzed. But if you are saying true, then it is not in
Yeah,
the
so
in the passage. Okay.
I think I emphasize on the to reduce production cost. That's why I thought I did not read the further sentence so
Yeah.
closely.
No, you have to completely. Basically, the main point was here. Some industries have been moved closer to their relevant customers. This was the some industry have been moved closer. This was the main aspect which I circled.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what was the next question?
So next is in passage 3, 29th.
The writer mentions competitions on breakfast cereal packets as an example of how to inspire, generate, promote, strengthen. Okay. So where is this breakfast competition on breakfast cereal packets? Where is this information?
Um, so next page. Yeah,
Where?
and the teamwork. The next
Absolutely.
para, teamwork taps. Yes,
One
yes,
of the
sir.
basic drives in where the principle of social proof is so.
No, 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 sir.
Okay.
Writing, visualizing, and prototyping. It is continued till the, yeah, next page, the next
Okay,
para.
got it.
Yes.
Writing, visualizing, and prototyping can stimulate the flow of new ideas. Research. It is, he says, the reason why all the competitions on breakfast cereal. So it means the good thing is like you are able to know that okay, now they'll talk about this question. So now it is inspiring, generating, promoting, strengthening, creative thinking, concise writing, loyalty to a group, commitment to an idea. Okay, so let's see what he says. He says the reason why all those competitions on breakfast cereal packets encourage us to write in saying in no more than 10 words. The very act of writing makes it more likely to believe it. So it's, don't you think it's concise writing?
Mm. So actually, I did B on it is incorrect.
Okay. You thought that it's the very act of
It is
writing makes
incorrect.
us more likely to believe it.
Yes, sir. Actually, I was confused between A and B.
Creative writing, I don't see anywhere. Like if I
Creative
it is he says the
thinking.
reason why all the competition on breakfast cereal packets encouraged us to write in saying in no more than
So
10.
actually, I went with the
Mhm.
hmm,
They, oh,
went with the
I think they are saying they are the
starting of
very
the
way
paragraph,
writing.
writing, visualizing thing.
Yeah,
So that made me think like,
maybe he's giving the answer here. The writing makes us more likely to believe it. The very act of writing makes us more likely to believe it. Like strengthen commitment to, like, D must be the answer if it's not
yes.
B. However,
So,
it is a very confusing, like it is talking about not more than 10 words. Like it packets encouraged us to write in saying in no more than 10 words, I like Kellogg's cornflakes because. So it's really difficult one because it's talking about generate concise writing. Okay, like
yeah,
not concise means the smaller one,
yeah.
but they are giving their logic. The very act of writing makes us more likely to believe it. That
Mm-hmm.
as an example of how to make people believe in it, like strengthen commitment for an idea. Big, uh, the very act of writing makes us more likely to believe it because creative. I don't see anything creative. I don't see
Mm-hmm. Okay.
because there is no synonym of a. There is no hint of a.
Hmm.
So if I go to promote loyalty to a group,
That was going nowhere, I feel.
loyalty to a group, the very act of writing makes us more likely to believe it. I like it. Okay, because it's saying I like Kellogg's cornflakes. Oh, it can. There is a confusion between C and D. Do you see why?
Why so?
It's not an idea. It's like uh, packets encourage us to write in saying in no more than 10 words. I like Kellogg's cornflakes because if I say I like Honda or I like Samsung or I like Apple products, so it promotes a loyalty. For example, if a person says, if there is an advertisement and a person says I like Samsung,
Mm.
so it's a group basically, not an idea.
Okay.
The very act of writing makes us more likely to believe it. Strengthen, it's not like strengthen commitment to an idea. The writer mentions competitions on breakfast cereal packets as an example of how to. Is it like, are they saying anything else? Writing can stimulate the flow of new ideas. Okay. Yeah, here it is talking about idea. Writing visualizing product can stimulate the flow of new ideas. Cite scores of research papers and historical events that prove that even something as simple as writing every individual engagement in the project is, it says, writing and prototyping can stimulate the flow of new ideas. Cite scores of research papers and historical events that prove that even something as simple as writing deepens every individual's engagement in the project. It is, he says, the reason why all those competitors on breakfast cereal packets encouraged us to write in saying in no more than 10 words, I like Kellogg's this because the very act of writing makes her. So yeah, I'll go with D. I don't know if I can be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, because it started with an idea and then it is talking about the very act of writing makes us more likely to believe in that idea. So I'll go with D. What do you think?
So I to answered it incorrect only. I did B.
Yeah. So the thing is, basically, you have to compare it again and again, and see, like, definitely this is a difficult one because in one go, in one look, I'll also say B to this answer because of 10, no more than 10 words, but
Mm-hmm.
they are giving the logic like this.
Okay.
So anyway, we'll see like such kind of questions. Do we see such kind of questions frequently, or it's just a this is an exception?
Yeah, you actually, sir, these type of question is also my weakness, like the previous one, the head matching the heading.
Mm.
This is also the another weakness which I
Okay.
usually face, and most of my answers go wrong in this also.
Mhm. Okay. And
Yeah.
what is the next one which is wrong?
The 30th.
In the last paragraph, okay.
Yeah.
The writer suggests that it is important for employees to. Many theorists believe that the ideal boss should lead from behind, but it is important for employees. So where are the employees? Taking pride in collective command, and leaders should encourage. Is it the last paragraph? Yeah. The frustrating thing between innovation is that there are many approaches, but no. A manager who wants to create truly innovative culture can make their job a lot easier by recognizing these psychological realities. So is to be aware of their company's goals, feel that their contributions are valued, have respect for their co-worker achievement. That's why certain management decisions are made. The ideal boss, every leader should encourage everyone. So who is everyone?
Employee.
Yeah, to contribute and simultaneously assure all concerned that every recommendation is important to making the right decision, and every recommendation, whatever they decide, they should encourage everyone to contribute and simultaneously assure all concerned that every recommendation is important. Everyone to contribute and simultaneously ensure all the concerned that everyone recommendation is important for making the right decision will be given full attention.
I wrote it as A,
Mhm.
which is wrong.
Everyone to contribute, assure all concerned that every recommendation is important. Yeah. Okay. Why A? Like be aware of their company's goals. Where are they are talking about goals?
Um, so with the sentence of leader should encourage everyone, I like contribute and simultaneously assure all concerned that every recommendation is important. So I thought that every employee's responsibility is to, be aware of the goal so that they can achieve it.
Yeah, you are assuming it, but still for goals, I don't see any word here, like any synonym, anything,
Okay.
or any even idea also.
Mm-hmm.
Leaders should encourage everyone to contribute and simultaneously all concerned. That, however, it is like talking about leaders should do that. But what is important for the employees? It is important for employees to,
To make the contribution,
yeah,
yeah,
everyone to
and
contribute,
assure that.
feel that their contributions are valued. But it was like contribute, everyone to contribute. Contribute is there, but contributions are valued. It is not like their contributions are valued. It is not
But sir, it's
mentioned.
also mentioned then that concern that every recommendation is important. Like any employee making any contribution, that
Hmm.
it will be employed for making the right decision
Yeah,
and
very good.
giving full
Yes,
attention.
you got it.
Yes, sir. It is.
Okay, so now you got it. The reason was definitely you have to somehow analyze, match, compare. The, but with goals, I was not. It is talking about contribution. It is talking about important. Important means what? Valued. Valued or not.
Yes, sir.
Your
It is
suggestion is
like,
valuable. Your suggestion is important. So
yeah, respected or no.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this way, and let me assure you, like such kind of discussions will definitely. There was one other student that was in the session for which I have uploaded the video. She was getting like score 25, 26, and now she's getting 35, 36. Once you make these
Oh,
discussions, your brain become more analytical.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
So which one is next one? This one?
Um, so next is 31.
Okay.
Yeah.
Employees whose
So
values.
actually what happened, I wasted a lot. Yeah, I wasted a lot of time in that earlier 20, like the passage 3. I wasted a lot of time. So when it came to this part, I had only like hardly 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, I understand. So
So
it
this
means,
is yeah, yeah. So this is where I was just guessing the thing. Like mostly, I was just getting a gist. Ki, this can be a thing, and then I was just making the guesses. So that's why even this section I faced
so
many
there is no
troubles.
point of like more discussion because it's a time management related issue, not your you are able to
Yeah.
identify or not.
Yes, sir. But also, yeah. Actually, mostly they say that passage 3 for the academic section is more difficult than the other section.
It must be because that's why they have some difficulty level in like progressing uh, passages. It's not like there must be some difficulty level, higher difficulty level in to second and three in comparison to one.
Yeah.
So I understand that. So at least you need 25 minutes for section three. And how much time you had for this?
Actually, I think last 10 minutes was when I started with this 31st question.
And what was wrong from 34, 6 to 40?
36 to 40, though I went ahead, sir. Time I couldn't finish the exam in 1 hour. I had given my completed in 1 hour 4 minutes. That to last 4 minutes I gave in panic, like last 30 36 to 40. I was like, I'm not able to finish the exam, and it doesn't matter whether I attempted right or wrong.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
so
have one
that
more
has.
tip for you. So
Yes, sir.
just tell me, by analyzing all of your all the this practice test and how you are attempting it, I
Yeah.
could see like you are making true false not given you are a bit strong than the other passages, other kind of questions like match the headings. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Or MCQs?
Yes, sir, it is better. Even actually, in the single word MCQ is also still better, sir. It's just a few silly mistakes where I'm not reading the question properly. I think I'm making the mistake over there.
So just tell me
That
what
is,
like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. These are the 5 questions, and these are
yes,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. Okay.
yes, sir.
Well, how much time you had from like 31 to 40?
If you are asking in 60 minutes time, or you are asking
Asking
like,
about like when you have completed by 30. Okay. How much time did you have
so
like
when I
after
10 minutes.
10 minutes? So what should have been your decision? Like finding answers of this or finding answers of this? What could have been a better decision?
Uh, to yes, no, not given must be would have been better because I would have read the paragraph before.
Because of two reasons. First thing, it is in sequence.
Yeah.
So sequence is always like at least if you are just skimming and scanning, at least you will be able to know that okay, physical surroundings in which person works play key role, and so the so you will be able to match it and give an answer.
Yeah.
So if you would have done this first, and like, for example, you could have made make a guess only here. So still there were
Yeah.
chances that 3, 4 were right in 10 minutes. I'm sure like you could have make 3, 4 right in
Yes.
this.
Yeah. But out of five, I made two incorrect and three correct.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
just assume that if you give some more time, so at least you could have made. But I am saying that wherever there are chances to make more correct, you should attempt
Yeah.
that first because if
Okay.
you are here, you need more time to be correct. Here, you need less time to be correct.
Okay. So.
Okay. So
Hmm. And
when you already know
also.
that you are weak in that particular area and you have 10
Hmm.
minutes and okay, let me tell you, let me give you an example. Uh, one there is one strong part and one weak. In one area you are strong, in another area you are weak, and you have only 10 minutes.
Hmm.
There can be one approach: you attempt the weak where you are weak first and then where you are strong first. The chances will be like you'll be making more mistakes in the weak area, and then strong, you don't have much time. But if you are strong in true false not given, you attempt it, you make all the five right, and then you have 2 3 minutes, and then you just go through the passages and make. So what I am saying, that try to, if you have less time, try to work on the area where you are strong, because there are chances you will be making more correct than the weak weak aspect. You can apply this, and maybe next time, it's not like one time in one go I can give you all the tips. It is like
Okay.
we will develop a strategy, and then we will see it how it is working. So next time,
Okay.
if you are doing this, try to do this one in the next uh, test.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and
Okay, sir.
then yeah,
And so how to go ahead with the that match headings and the other mistakes
it
which
is
were more.
nothing but you need to learn how to locate the answer, basically. And
Okay.
for that, you need to improve your scanning, skimming, all this aspect.
Okay.
And you cannot improve it. It will be improved with practices. Like once you do second practice, third, fourth, once you do it uh, with all the information I'm giving you, and you have that in your conscious and unconscious mind, and then you are like skimming and scanning. You need to learn how you read fast. Like have a magazine in front of you, just try to read it fast.
Okay.
There is no other way. You have to improve your, basically, where you waste time, you waste time in locating the answer. Where is the answer, where is the
Yes.
information for the answer.
Yeah.
Once you get it, then it is easy. At least then you need to compare or match the information.
Mm.
So what we will do in the, what you have to do next time, try to do your section 1 fast.
Okay.
If you are taking 20 minutes, try to do it in 15 minutes.
So that
And
I
then
can save time for the last section.
yes, last section also, and for second also.
Yeah, I had actually analyzed it. So I had taken, my timer was on. So for passage one, I took around 17 minutes. And then when I started passage two, I utilized like, I was stuck because that those passage two was my weak part where I had to match the headings one. So over there, 3 minutes I wasted on one question only because I was not understanding
Yeah, that's
the,
another tip for you. If you
yeah.
in 30 seconds, 40 seconds, if you are not getting something from that paragraph, just leave it and go to the next one.
Okay.
See, if you are able to save, if you are wasting your time here, definitely where you can get an answer by reading, you are wasting your time for that as well. Where you could have read, and then you could have matched it, and you would have been confident that okay, this one is right. But if you give 3 minutes to one question, so it means you are wasting your time. Just skip it, just have a look, just match it with the question, and if you have time later on, you come back to it. Just put a
Okay.
question mark against it, and then if you have time, come back to it. Otherwise, more than 30 seconds, because there will be some questions where the information will be easily spotted. You'll be very easily, okay, this matches to this information matches to this question. Okay, there are some questions like that, and there are few questions which are very difficult, like you are reading it again and again, and still you are not able to get something out
Yeah.
of it. So don't waste your time on that, because out of 40, you have limited time. So first work on those areas where you can attempt and make it right, then those where you cannot make it right. So the
Okay.
tip is, if you are not able to, in 1 minute you are not able to get the answer, go to the next, go to the next. So just do it fast.
Okay, sir.
Don't, because the problem with the students is, if they leave one question, they feel, oh my god, I have left this.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and but what about when you leave all the questions, 4 5 questions in the end? They are not, because it's something related to being nervous and being panic. They are not
Yes.
confident enough that if I go to the end, and I need, I should, I am allowed to make 4 5 mistakes, 6 mistakes, and let me make a mistake where I'm not, where it will be a mistake also, and it will be a wastage of time also. So why not? Why do that?
Yes.
At least if it has to be a mistake, let it be a mistake, but let me save my time for the other questions.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Oh,
So we'll discuss about the next session soon, and then you
yeah.
can do 2 3 practices by yourself, and whenever we'll be having next session, before that I'll give you a task, and then you'll be doing that one.
Okay, sir. And also, sir, I would be sending you my for the writing section. I will be sending you two like writing task one of the like graph or something. If I get, I'll look forward for it,
Okay,
and also I'll find a passage for writing task two and give you
definitely.
like maybe by tomorrow
Do you
or
have the
day.
questions for writing task 2, or shall I send you the?
So you had given me actually there were many 18 to 22 or something like that. The first
Yeah,
thing you had sent me. Yeah. I
yeah.
have those, sir.
Okay. Yeah, you can
Okay.
do that. No issue. No problem.
Sure, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. All
And
right.
sir, on Sunday you are planning to have one session like the whole.
I'm not sure actually,
Okay.
because yeah, I'm not sure, but I'll let you know. I have my one of my students have exam on this Sunday, so now I am free
Okay.
on Sunday, but on Saturday I'll be engaged with him uh,
Okay. Okay.
a lot. So I'll let you know how
Sure,
it
sir.
goes. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Bye. Bye.